Throughout the history of Hollywood, some of our greatest performers and actors never actually get to see their face in front of the camera. Whether it's Boris Karloff dressed as Frankstein, Jim Henson hiding behind a Kermit puppet, or Doug Jones dressed to the nines in an intricate outfit. And in today's modern-day filmmaking, a lot of those practical designs have been replaced with digital motion capture suits. Well, today we're taking a little peek behind the curtain to reveal some of the great actors behind famous CGI characters and give a little insight into the hard work that goes into each performance. With so many movies relying on CG characters and effects, it's easy for a lot of actors to do just the voices and have everything else done digitally. While actor Alan Tudych is known for his iconic voice in roles for projects like American Dad, Young Justice, and Frozen, Tudyk has also donned the motion capture suit for multiple occasions and performed the physical work as well. One of his most infamous roles may be in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. For the film, Tudyk played K2SO, a tall droid with plenty of personality.
Congratulations, you are being rescued.
The droid could have easily been all CG or featured an enclosed actor like Anthony Daniels in the role of C-3PO. But Tudyk donned a motion capture suit and some short stilts to help bring the droid to life and help him feel like a living character on screen. Because of the motion capture, we were able to feel the presence of the character, especially when it interacts with others, including the improvised slap across the face of Cassian.
He is taking us to
Quiet!
K2SO wasn't the only character Tudyk donned a motion capture suit for. In the DC series Doom Patrol, Tudyk plays the character Mr. Nobody,
A superhero show!
with heavy CG effects to capture the ways he moves and travels around. Becoming a superhero or supervillain often requires motion capture technology, and in many cases, the actors themselves will be the ones donning the motion capture suits for some of the shots. We've seen this with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk and Tony Stark as Iron Man. But while Bradley Cooper provides the voice of Rocket Raccoon, he never even has to go to set to deliver his performance. Starting back with the original Guardians of the Galaxy, Sean Gunn has been the physical fill-in role for Rocket Raccoon. He did more than just strap on a giant green suit and crouch down though. For every performance of Rocket, Gunn studies the movements of the character, understands his exact height, and how to interact with all of the other characters on screen.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Sean Gunn also plays Kraglin in the Guardians movies, meaning he was on double duty while filming.
Yeah!
In scenes with both Kraglin and Rocket, multiple angles were needed to get the reference points for Rocket while still allowing Kraglin to appear without just randomly disappearing between shots. And while Kraglin is pretty much just featured in the Guardians franchise, Rocket Raccoon has had significant parts in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, expanding the amount of work Gunn had to put into the role.
Right here.
While Rocket is a smaller CG character to have in a movie, oftentimes films seek out larger-than-life CG characters, especially in the superhero genre. Take, for example, the massive X-Men mutant Colossus, who appeared in both Deadpool movies.
We will make an X-Men of you yet. Wait.
The giant metallic beast not only needed to take up a ton of physical space, but look realistic to fit into the world he appears in. For the first Deadpool, there were 5 different actors used to capture Colossus, with a majority of them performing voice or facial recordings for the animation. For the actual movements and stunts on set, the production relied on actor Andre Treecko. Standing at an impressive 6 feet and 11 inches tall, Andre certainly was able to fill in Colossus's shoes, but no silver paint was needed. Without his voice being used for the final character, it's easy for the actor to fall through the cracks without a lot of recognition for the role he played. Rocket Raccoon and Colossus are definitely interesting characters to have a human performer on, but in the Star Wars universe, there are movement actors and puppeteers behind some of the most iconic aliens and creatures. For the modern-day trilogy, a mix of both practical effects and CG are used to create droids and creatures. In Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the arrival of the bird-like porgs were not just CG characters inserted into the shots. A mix of CG effects and real puppeteering was used to bring them to life and give them visual emotion. A lot of credit for this can be given to actor and special effects artist Brian Herring. Before taking on the Porgs, Herring had a pivotal role in Star Wars: The Force Awakens. He was tasked to dress up in a full-body green suit and literally push BB-8 across the screen to make it seem like the droid was rolling freely and happily. Digital effects would remove the body, add some extra details, and showcase the final seamless design. With the Porgs, multiple controls were attached to rods and rigs to give the Porgs animation. Along with bringing the small birds to life both digitally and practically, Herring had the job of performing the motion movements for the sea cow featured on Act 2. It takes a lot to bring an animal to life, and viewers may assume they are just digital creations, as opposed to actors putting a lot of effort and thought into each creation. The same may have been said for the digital character of Dumbo, featured in Tim Burton's live-action remake. While shows like Game of Thrones may use a big blue snout to represent a giant dragon, the production team actually hired an actor to make Dumbo feel as lifelike and animated as possible. Actor and stunt performer Ed Osmond is responsible for a lot of Dumbo's movements and actions in the film. Standing at 4 feet 6 inches tall, the actor had a variety of suits to wear for different baby elephant scenes. A camera was equipped to the front forehead of the elephant so Osmond could see the action around him on a small monitor built inside. Portraying the character of Dumbo was not just about fitting into the suit. Osmond had to study the movements of elephants, learn head positions, and how to navigate with giant ears. Not only that, but he had to perform a number of stunts while in the motion capture outfit, including an impressive roll right out of a train car. In cases like Osmond, the actor is completely transformed into a whole new CG character. Well, for actress Rosa Salazar, she often has to perform motion capture duties while the final character still has a strong resemblance to herself. The anime adaptation Alita Battle Angel features Salazar in the title role. The character is an extremely smart and powerful robot who experiences life for the first time as she grows and adapts to the real world. To play the role, Rosa didn't just provide a voice, she was on set for all of her scenes, wearing a motion capture suit which also included extra details and capture points for her facial expressions and emotions. The headpiece included a camera rig which constantly pointed at her face, but you can see the before and after scenes to understand how the character truly came to life. This is the same type of motion capture technology Tom Hanks used for multiple characters in the Polar Express.
This is the Polar Express!
Only the advancements and improvements in CG technology has made the end result of Alita look even more impressive. The character looks like a hyper-real version of Salazar with wider eyes, but essentially the same facial expressions and features. And now Rosa continues her deep dive into the world of animated performances with the lead role in the Amazon Prime series Undone. The show itself is created using rotoscoping technology where art and effects are inserted over the actual film or scenes shot for the series. So, as opposed to performing in a motion capture suit, Rosa was doing all of her scenes in a small black box set. Small props would be brought in for each scene, but it was mostly Rosa in isolation as everything was recorded. The experimental animation keeps Rosa's facial features and looks intact while providing some truly stunning visuals. Rotoscoping work combines the best of CG, live action, and traditional animation, but there are also some animated movies where you may not even realize motion capture actors were used. And if you have kids, you may have seen some as well. Specifically, we're talking about actress Devon Dalton and her role as a motion capture artist for 2011's Barbie: A Perfect Christmas. Turns out that motion capture was used for Barbie and her friends, which Dalton helped provide. Along with this Barbie movie, we have to imagine all of the other straight-to-video releases use the same type of technology. And this was just the beginning of Dalton's motion capture career. She was heavily involved in the recent Planet of the Apes trilogy, playing multiple roles. Donning a motion capture suit for all of the ape-like movements as she crawled around on all fours and mixed up with a slew of other motion capture actors. In War for the Planet of the Apes, she returned, this time playing Cornelia's son, Cornelius. Using the same actress helped build the genetic similarities between the mother and son, and showcased how motion capture could be used with a single actress and effectively showcase two different characters. The time Dalton spent on set as an ape not only showcased her acting range and ability to truly create a realistic creature, but also proved to be an invaluable training resource with one of the most acclaimed motion capture actors in the business.
No!
When a movie seeks out the best of the best in the world of motion capture and CG characters, they turn to one actor, Andy Serkis. Serkis built up his career being renowned for his motion capture abilities, which first garnered worldwide recognition in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He then went on to play the massive King Kong in Peter Jackson's 2005 adaptation. He stuck with the whole ape family in taking the lead as Caesar in the Planet of the Apes trilogy, and in recent years the actor has stepped in front of the camera numerous times, including a prominent role in Marvel's Black Panther. Serkis continues his impressive run of motion capture characters with recent films like Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle, and Star Wars: The Last Jedi, where he played the mysterious Snoke.
You failed!
Serkis will not only go down as one of the greatest motion capture performers ever, but he has helped to bring a spotlight on the business and allowed other actors to rise in the field. As the motion capture process grows, actors will start getting more recognition outside of the movie. Maybe one day we'll see an Academy Award for Best Motion Capture Performance. Just imagine how many Andy Serkis would have already won. Wow. So now you have some new knowledge to memorize in the old noggin. What did you think of these CG performers? Do they deserve more recognition? Anyone great we missed? What's your favorite motion capture performance of all time? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Screen Rant for more great content. Thanks for watching.